between Conference USA West rivals. Winner of this game's represented the West Division in the conference championship game the last 4 years. Charles Clay of Tulsa in the red. 4th touchdown of the day. Golden Hurricane up by 8. It's in the 4th quarter. Case Keenum, this might be it, Mark. 4th down, James Cleveland, he finds.
Terrific pass by Case Keenum right over the middle on the slant. 1st down, Houston.
Later in the drive, 3rd and 10. Keenum again looking for Cleveland.
Oh, just another great throw here in Bides time. I think I would cover the guy named Cleveland.
Under a half minute to go. Who do you think he's looking for?
Cleveland.
How about James Cleveland? Touchdown Cougars with 21 ticks. But they need the 2-point conversion to tie it. To try to stay atop the West. And oh, Keenum is sacked. Tanner Anthony with a sack. Tulsa going to hang on and win it if they can just get the onside. Oh! Cougars get it. Tim Monroe scooping it up. Ensuing drive. 15 ticks to go. Cleveland had 12 catches for 167 yards. Here's 14 of them. 10 seconds to go. Not yet in field goal range. Keenum. Tyron Carrier had a kickoff return for a touchdown in this game. Head to the boundary, and he does. 40 of 60, 522 yards for Keenum. Matt Hogan had never made a kick longer than 34 yards until the 51-yard gamer. And Houston pulls it out of the fire. Houston struggled on offense, and Greg McElroy had Julio Jones wide open, Mark, and just flat missed him.
It was a perfect play. It was a great plan to get it to Julio Jones. He was wide open, but Greg McElroy, oh, if I could only do it again.
7-3, LSU had the lead. Alabama already in field goal range, and McElroy another error. To Kelvin Shepard, the pick, and well, I think Nick was not pleased with the decision. Alabama down 7-3 at the half. 3rd quarter, Ingram didn't touch it much in the first half, Lou, but he did in the second.
Oh, I tell you, he's just a tremendous back. Strong Heisman candidate, ran very physical behind a fine offensive line.
And later in the drive, out of the pistol look, McElroy to Darius Hanks.
And I thought McElroy, when he got out of the pocket, he felt more comfortable throwing the ball in this game.
That was his first touchdown pass in 16 quarters. Ensuing LSU drive, the freshman Nico Johnson is right in Jordan Jefferson's grill. And Jefferson hurts an ankle on the play. He also took some shots in the chest. He was battered, bruised, left the game, did not return. Later in the 3rd, Alabama clinging to the 3-point lead. A great LSU punt backed him up. McElroy held it too long, tried to get rid of it, grounding in the end zone. Safety for the Bayou Bengals. Ensuing drive, Jarrett Lee in at quarterback, and here goes Charles Scott, Mayday, the big burly runner for the Bayou Bengals.
And I love the way Charles Scott, when he hits the hole, it's 100 miles an hour, straight downhill, makes a terrific move right here. Big gain for LSU, 34 yards on the play.
But on the play, Scott injured his collarbone. Miles said after the game, probably the more serious of the 2 injuries between him and Jefferson, did not return. His backup, Stephen Ridley. Riddle me this. Who scores the touchdown for LSU? It's Stephen Ridley. LSU went for 2. They failed. 15-10. Ingram again. Ingram, 144 yards on 22 carries for the leader of the Crimson Tide offense. But later in the drive, on 3rd and goal, watch Julio Jones. Missed the call on the personnel groupings. They had Terrence Cody in. Have too many guys going into the formation. It's a penalty. And I tell you what, Julio's a star, but he is not immune to the wrath of the head coach when you make a mistake.
Watch out, Coach, your head might explode.
But he's not really upset. He's just trying to make a point.
Showing him the error of his ways. So they had to settle for a field goal, but Julio makes up for it.
Oh, you say, I love you, Julio. You're my hero. You're my main man. What a great move by Julio Jones.
73 yards, longest play of the season for Julio. And look at the move he puts on Brandon Taylor. Mark, Julio comes out of this break, hadn't had a great year, good couple of games, his first 100-yard receiving game in this.
And a terrific job of setting this play up. A great call by offensive coordinator Jim McElwain, and Julio Jones finishes the play 73 yards on the score off the screen.
McElwain, very solid game plan offensively. McElroy firing, ill-advised into traffic. Patrick Peterson thought he got a toe down. The officials looked at it, and I mean they looked at it for a long time to see whether he had possession before that toe comes up. Looked to be an interception. They ruled it incomplete. What do you think, Coach?
Well, the official made the call. They looked at it on the replay, said no, and then here comes the long field goal, 40-yarder by Lee Tiffin.
Oh, Lee Tiffin has saved Alabama. They've been productive kicking field goals, and Alabama wins at 24-15. They're going to the SEC title game. Fighting Irish taking on Navy. Navy team that won its last trip to South Bend. Jimmy Clausen certainly a Heisman candidate, but Vince Murray mark is loose.
And Vince Murray did a great job hitting the hole downhill. I like the way they're running attack Navy, the misdirection, hand it to the back, straight downhill, touchdown.
Murray had 158 rushing yards. Ricky Dobbs only completed 2 passes, but one of them a 52-yard touchdown strike to Greg Jones. Navy up 21-7. Ensuing Irish possession. Jimmy Clausen scrambles and fumbles, Lou.
Right, here he is. He's down here on the 1-yard line and lets the ball get out. It was a great defensive play. Very good hit by Navy. As you can see there, and the ball definitely came out.
Checking on Jimmy's wrist after the big collision, but Clausen leads his team back, fires a strike to Michael Floyd. Unfortunately, Floyd thought the play call was a screen he was supposed to be blocking. Ramvella picked it off. Later in the quarter, still 21-7. This time, Floyd knows the ball's coming his way, so he catches it. Touchdown. Floyd had a big day, 10 catches, 141 yards, and this touchdown, and beautiful footwork coming off that broken collarbone. Just over a minute to go. Mark Clausen took 2 sacks in a row.
And you can't have this happen, particularly if you're Notre Dame, who's done an outstanding job of protecting the quarterback, but it's a safety for Navy.
Craig Schaefer scoring the safety, but Notre Dame tries the onside kick, and they get it. And with 33 ticks left, Lou, Clausen would find Golden Tate.
Oh, Golden Tate and Michael Floyd just had a great day. Golden Tate had 9 catches for over 100 yards, and you mentioned already Michael Floyd had over 100 yards. Clausen threw the ball very well. But unfortunately, Notre Dame had too many turnovers, didn't capitalize on some easy field goals.
And they couldn't get the second onside kick, so Clausen's 452-yard passing day down the tubes as Navy wins and Notre Dame for the second straight trip. Here's Charlie. It's one of 7 unbeaten to come into the day. Iowa was 2 straight to Northwestern in Iowa City. Ricky Stanzi gets hit in the end zone by Corey Wooten, fumbles, but a bigger problem for Iowa. Stanzi hurt on the play, hurt his ankle, twisted awkwardly, did not return to the game, and that really took the wind out of Iowa. James Vandenberg, the backup, his first pass of the game, Mayday, is picked off.
And here he's got to be a little more patient. The adrenaline's flowing. He wants to make a big play. Play action fake here. He's got great protection, but just throws it right into the defender's hands.
Stanzi was headed to the locker room to have that ankle checked, and as he was walking back, he could hear from the groan of the crowd that it wasn't good. The Cats take over. Dan Persa's the backup quarterback for Northwestern, more runner than thrower, but finds the Drake. Love the Drake. Iowa hates the Drake. Drake Dunsmore makes it 14-10 Northwestern, 4th quarter. Iowa down by 7. Vandenberg has Daryl Johnson-Koulianos, but he can't get him, Lou.
No, but you have to remember there's about a 20-mile-an-hour crosswind there, and it just sort of drifts the ball over the wrong shoulder. Wide open, big opportunity miss.
4th and 10, under 90 seconds to go. Vandenberg. This kid had a great high school career, set a lot of records in the state of Iowa. He'll have better days. This is not one of them. 17-10, Iowa no longer unbeaten. 3 times in one 6-play span. Next up for the Hawkeyes, the Buckeyes, but Ohio State had to deal with Penn State first. Terrell Pryor shedding tacklers, Lou.
Oh, just a tremendous effort by this young man. He was on the big stage, and he performed outstandingly well.
Buckeyes went up 7-0. It's 10-7 now, and he goes for the freshman DeVere Posey.
What a fabulous job of creating the pocket by the offensive line. And you look at Terrell Pryor launching the ball deep, but Posey does a great job of keeping his composure, coming down with the reception. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Posey, one of the explosive players. Penn State he didn't get anything going against Ohio State. Evan Royster, Penn State came into the day leading the Big Ten in total offense. They only got 201 yards. Pryor to Brandon Sane. He gets in. Pryor, 8 of 17, buck 25, 2 touchdowns. Buckeyes win it. It's information. Vanderbilt taking on #1 Florida. Tim Tebow and the Gators. Brandon Spikes out because he tried to act like Mo from the Three Stooges and gouge out Curly's eyes from Georgia. Tebow goes in. Gators cruising 20-3. Tebow, I think Tim might have been throwing for Riley Cooper. David Nelson had Riley's back. 27-3. Gators roll. Cal, this is an electrifying and horrifying play. Look at how high Javid Best goes into the air. He was turned upside down, and he was lying motionless on the ground for a long time. Taken to the hospital. They say he has a serious concussion. Jeff Tedford saying all of the tests were negative. Thankful for that, and certainly our best wishes, thoughts, and prayers with the sensational running back from Cal. Had a super play here, but suffered an injury that was very scary for a while. They gave him oxygen when they were carrying him off the field. And the Bears This was just part of their very rough night and far more serious than the outcome of the game. As you see, best being taken away, 31-14. Oregon State beats Cal, handing Cal its third loss of the season. Again, Tedford saying test negative on Javid Best, just has a serious concussion and hospitalized for that. And into Andrew Luck, and there Luck ran out. Luck, Chris Owusu going to pick up 25 down to the 2. Toby Gerhart would score to make it 10-0 Stanford, and then Luck hits Kobe Fleener.
What a terrific job of play-action pass fake. He can do it all with the play-action pass fake. He's got the long throws, the short throws, the 15, 17-yard outs. He can make every throw that there is.
I'm glad you're starting to come around to my point of view. Gerhart going up the middle. He would finish with a 4-yard touchdown run. See, it's really the inside stuff that makes the show so entertaining. Here's Luck, Owusu again, Luke.
Oh, it's easy to make those throws when you have a runner like Toby Gerhart keeping the linebackers in close to the line of scrimmage.
Still have to work on you. Luck to Jim Dre.
And what I like about Luck is he can hit the wide receivers, he can hit the tight end. He's got great vision and presence in the pocket.
3 plays later on 3rd and 6, fakes to Gerhart. Gerhart got creamed, but Luck still had the ball. Touchdown, Jim Dre. Stanford hammering the Ducks 24-7. Luck would air it out again.
What a pretty pass. Drop it right over the defender's shoulders into the wide receiver's hand. That's just terrific. Look at this, right on the money. You can't throw a ball any better than that.
Gerhart did play in this game, didn't he?
You're going to see him soon. Whalen with a terrific catch, 39-yard gain. Stanford up 31-14. Ducks not done. Jeremiah Masoli to Jameer Hall.
Oh, what a great throw here. Just cannot throw it any better. There were 2 great quarterbacks in this game.
31-21, and here's the aforementioned Toby Gerhart.
Oh, he goes for 31 yards. He carried the ball 38 times for 223 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's a tremendous performance.
It's the best in Stanford history. It's a Stanford record, 223 yards. Here's Luck again. Owusu, touchdown. 62 yards in 2 plays. Luck 12 of 20, threw for over 250 yards. This young man's becoming a superstar, and this guy already is one. Toby Gerhart.
A terrific job in the power roll right here. Toby Gerhart getting great blocking, but he won't be denied. He's going to plow into the end zone first. The score for Stanford.
Maybe we need a Pac-10 wheel of destiny. 51-42, that conference race a mess. Colt McCoy and the Longhorns stepping out of conference play, taking on UCF. McCoy finding Jordan Shipley, and Jordan Shipley was just getting started on a huge day. Pick up 18 there. Same drive, Texas, another 3rd down. He sits the second quarter. Longhorns been sleepwalking a little bit. Johnson gets his 2nd touchdown of the day. It's 14-3. McCoy, a huge day, Mark, finds James Kirkendall.
And a nice job of being patient, stepping up in the pocket, running out, keeping the play alive, and throwing it in the end zone for the school.
McCoy had a career day in passing yardage. Jordan Shipley had the best day in Texas history. 273 yards, Lou on 11 catches.
Oh, and he needs to be in the Heisman race. I mean, as a punt returner and as a receiver, he's done it all.
273 for Shipley is Rumi McCoy, 470 and 2 touches. Texas rolls 35-3. Another team in the state of Texas laying claim to perhaps being the best in the nation, or certainly among them. TCU, San Diego State. Andy Dalton's been great, coach.
He has been absolutely outstanding. And I tell you, TCU's always played great defense, but their offense has become fantastic.
Dalton to Ryan Christian.
And now Dalton, not only running with the football, he can throw the football. He does it all. TCU's offense, you're right, Coach, they're rolling.
Going on the road for the first time in about 3 years, it seems. Greg Paulus done some great things this year, but he's thrown a lot of interceptions. Greg Williams, a pick 6. That's the 12th pick of Paulus this year. Pitt up 13-3. Bill Stull, Dion Lewis. It's always a good idea, Mayday.
Oh, good things happen in the big catch-up bottle when you get the ball to Dion Lewis right here. He gets it in 31 yards, just doesn't get it in, but he takes it right to the edge of the field.
Hey, did you patent that, the big catch-up bottle? I like that.
Watch out, because the Panthers will throttle you in the bottle.
Stull finds Dorian Dickerson hit easily. The Pete Carroll era going into a month he's owned. 27-0 in November against Arizona State. Sun Devils up 3-0. Not anymore. Will Harris pick 6.
Terrific job of reading the quarterback, Danny Sullivan's eye. He telegraphed this pass, jumped the route, takes it in for the score, 55 yards for the Trojans.
SC did next to nothing, but they did this right. Little swing out to Damian Williams. He gets 7 blocks. Count them downfield, Coach.
Well, just look at him. This is a tremendous job here by Damian Williams. But one of the few highlights you're going to find for Southern Cal's offense the entire game. We had to look long and hard to find these.
14-9, USC knows. Wake Forest and Georgia Tech. Riley Skinner coming off a mild concussion. Of course, as someone once said, it's only mild if it's your concussion, not mine. Skinner to Devon Brown, 20 yards, wake up 14-10 on a Georgia Tech team that controls its destiny in the Coastal. Josh Nesbitt putting the Jackets back on top, but Skinner would answer, finding Brown again, Coach.
This is just a fine effort here by Skinner, who some felt might not be able to play.
24 all. Now 2 minutes left. 4th and 8 for Tech at the Wake 33, and Paul Johnson, he's been known to go for it. Nesbitt going to throw it. Mark, he just loses his footing.
Oh, what a bad break for Georgia Tech. Throw the ball. Get rid of it.
So now $1:19 to go. They had a chance, but Skinner got sacked. Now on 4th and 1 in overtime. Johnson goes for it again. Nesbitt makes it pay off, and now Nesbitt keeps on the option. Ball game. Tech goes to 9-1, 6-1 in the league. They have Duke next. They win that, they go to the title game for sure. Virginia and Miami. Miami trying to keep pace. Randy Shannon's team, excellent. And this particular punt return by Theron Collier. He's going to take it all the way back for the touchdown. This is a great run. Cavaliers get all bunched up, and Collier, oh, big block. Rock'em sock'em robot block, making Virginia's heads go where. Take another look at this. 7 Cavaliers coming right at him, Lou.
Well, just a tremendous job here. You can see they have him hemmed in, but they do not keep him inside. They take 4 angles, and once he gets out here, this makes you proud as a coach to see the team block like Miami does. One after another. Not only that, how they just go to the ball. The encouragement. You can see why Miami's having such a good year.
Colin McCarthy got that second block, and then the last one from Chavez Grant.
Ouch.
D. Cleater freeing Collier for the score. Miami 52-17.
That discourages pursuit by the
thing the Big 12 doesn't do is make sure Nebraska and Oklahoma play every year. It's great traditional rivalry. Landry Jones of Oklahoma picked off by Prince Amukamara. He'll take it back to the Sooner 1.
A terrific job by Amukamara here, not going out of bounds, getting some blockers, but making something positive happen, getting the ball down to the 1 yard line.
Pretty good thing he got it to the 1 because Nebraska had real trouble moving the football. Zach Lee to Ryan Hill. Cornhuskers have the lead at 7-3. And Jones had all kinds of trouble. He's picked off by O'Hanlon. Would happen again, Lou. Landry Jones is out of sync all night.
Yes, he really was. And it was a great defensive effort by Oklahoma, but it was wasted because of the inability of the offense to move it.
On 4th and 4, Jones picked off again, his 4th interception of the game. Nebraska had exactly 7 first downs and won the game 10-3. Kansas and Kansas State. I don't think that's a real Jayhawk. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, hey, look, Willie the Wildcat lost his headgear. He got that thing back on quickly. Todd Reesing to Desmond Briscoe. Kansas had the lead early.
Well, Briscoe has been one of the more productive receivers in the entire country, but not enough this week.
Kansas State's Grant Gregory to Lamart Brown. Kansas State up 10-7, and in Bill Snyder's magic, here's Daniel Thomas, Mayday.
And what a nice job here. Blocking on the right side, powering into the end zone. Bill Snyder has done a
taking on Purdue, coming off a really embarrassing performance against Illinois last week. But Tate Forcier, the 17-10 game, finds Roy Roundtree for 43.
Terrific job by Roundtree, not going down, making sure he gets in the end zone, score for Michigan.
30-24. Joey Elliott finds Cortez Smith. This is the second touchdown in a span of 9 seconds after Purdue scored. He got an onside kick and scored again. They're up 31-30. Elliott keeps it on the ground.
He just does it with his feet this time. But any time you give up as many points as Michigan does, that just doesn't happen to the blue and gold.
Brandon Minor going in. Now Michigan needs a 2-point conversion to tie with just over 2 minutes to go, and Ryan Kerrigan swallows up Forcier, and Michigan falls to 501. And having C.J. Spiller on your side, Kyle Parker to Spiller. How good is Spiller, Mark?
He's one of the best in the nation. He's going to be an early pick in the NFL draft because he does it all. Catches the ball in the backfield, runs the ball here. It's a 58-yard touchdown reception off the wheel route.
Tigers take a 21-17 lead. Florida State is surged back on top when Spiller burst through another hole, Coach.
Oh, just a great lateral movement there. And then he shows his speed here as he picked up 36 yards. He comes up limping at the 8-yard line.
You know, Clemson failed to score without him on the drive. Clemson couldn't kick an extra point or a field goal. It was a remarkable thing. Andre Ellington Spiller's replacement takes it in. Tigers missed an extra point. They did that a bunch of times on the night. And Christian Ponder has had a great season. Finds DeAndre McDaniel, who's on scholarship at Clemson. Takes the pick. Spiller had 165 yards rushing, over 300 all-purpose. Clemson put together an excellent season going on the road against Indiana, who they have just been the kings of the near miss in the Big Ten. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Hoosiers down by 10. Ben Chappell to Tandon Doss. 46 yards. Hoosiers pulled within 3. John Clay leads the Big Ten in rushing. Mayday plows into the end zone.
A terrific job by the offensive line on the right side, building a hole for him. No one really touches him. He goes in for the score.
24-14, Wisconsin has the lead. Monty Bell finishes up. Wisconsin goes on to win it 31-28.